Hey guys, what's going on? Earth Twister here, and we're continuing our playthrough of Iron Man versus Ultron to see how well Iron Man does in each of the aspects. So far, we've done aggression, justice, and protection. So today is leadership. So let's take a look at our deck. So to start, we know that Iron Man at some point or another is the leader of the Avengers and a big financial contributor to the team. So of course we have Avengers Tower, which is going to help us be able to get allies down for cheaper and have more allies on the table at one time. Then, in the theme of keeping things cheap, we have, of course, Ant-Man, who, as we pay more for him, the more health he'll have. We have Stinger, who also will not count against our ally limit, and Squirrel Girl, who's going to help us deal with some of those Ultron minions that will be coming out at us pretty early in the game. Then, to help with other things along the way, we have Ronan, who we're going to try and Voltron a little bit. We have Hawkeye, which is going to defeat minions as they come into play, or at least deal some damage to them. White Tiger is going to help us draw some cards as we can. This is sort of in lieu of that champion card that we all know and love that gets played with the Genius trait. Then, of course, we have US Agent, who's going to be coming in to help take some of the damage and maybe remove some of the minions that are in play just with his Retaliate 1. And then Captain America, who is just a heavy hitter, who also Voltroning will be good, and he gets cheaper the more Avengers we have out in play. Now, to make sure we get Avengers and allies for us, we have a couple of copies of Make the Call. That'll help us draw Avengers from our discard pile to be able to play them. Then, to make sure that those Avengers, those allies are ready to go, we do have a couple of copies of Inspiring Presence to heal them a damage and ready them, which is going to be really good. And since they have Inspiring Presence, we might as well say that they're inspired to upgrade them there for their thwart and their attack. And then, of course, Iron Man likes to hand out the tech upgrades. And these actually will help with his hand size. So we're going to want to be trying to get an ally down as quick as possible with some of these tech upgrades, just so we can make sure that our hand size is maximized. And so with that, we have 3 copies of Reinforced Suit and 3 copies of Power Gloves. And so this is why the deck is sort of called Iron Man hands out Iron Man suits or advanced suits or something like that, because we're really trying to make sure that we get some of these allies Voltron with these tech upgrades so that Iron Man's hand size is as big as it can be. And along with that, we of course have a 1 copy of Plasma Pistol to help take out some of those Ultron minions, as well as give Iron Man that extra hand size. Then, to help make sure that we do get an ally and an upgrade out as quickly as possible, we do have a couple of copies of Suit Up, which will be really helpful. Then, to help pay for everything, we have Avengers Mansion, Quinn Carrier, Helicarrier, Ingenuity, and Team Building Exercise, since Iron Man does have the Avenger trait, and most of a lot of the things in this deck also do have the Avengers trait. On top of that, we do, of course, have the rest of Iron Man's kit, and to help pay for everything straight from the hand, we do have the doubles and the power of leadership. So let's go ahead and take this deck down to the table and see how it does against our friendly neighborhood Ultron. All right, guys, here we are down at the table, and we have everything set up. 22 health, 9 health, the Ultron drone's environment, the Crimson Cowl, which, of course, had us put a drone minion into play. Ultron is out in expert mode. Now let's go ahead and draw our first hand. So we get a Suit Up, an Avengers Tower, a Captain America, an Inspired, a Powered Gloves, and Inspiring Presence. The Captain America is going to be way too expensive. Avengers Tower is not a priority. Inspired is not a tech upgrade, and Inspiring Presence isn't going to really help. Suit Up would probably be good. So let's go ahead and draw 4 more. We get a Reinforced Suit, another Reinforced Suit, an Inspired, and a War Machine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to, first of all, look at the top 3 cards in my deck as the Futurist. Draw 1. Ooh. Quinn Carrier. Well, I'm not going to flip up this turn, so I'll draw 1 and discard the others. Then War Machine and Inspired will pay for Squirrel Girl. After Squirrel Girl enters play, deal 1 damage to each enemy, so we get to deal damage here, and 1 to Ultron. Then she is an Avenger, So I'm going to use a reinforced suit to pay for a reinforced suit. And suit up will pay for power gloves. So that means that she is a 4 health ally, 4 health 1/1 ally with power gloves that will deal damage anytime she thwarts or attacks. Perfect. Okay. So we still are going to probably remain in Alter Ego. Squirrel Girl will go ahead and attack Ultron for 1. She'll take a consequential for that. Ultron, fortunately, does not have Retaliate. Power Gloves is going to deal another damage, so it takes him down to 19. That's pretty good. So she has 3 health left, and anytime she attacks will be good. So now we'll draw up to our hand size of 6. We get a Genius, Stark Tower, a Powered Gauntlets, an Energy, a Suit Up, and a Pepper Potts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, threat is going to go up by 1. Ultron's going to scheme for 2, 3, and heals 1 for each drone minion in play. So he is scheming for 3. There was no drone minions in play, so he does not heal. So he schemes for 3, which brings this up to 4. Pops this scheme. Fantastic. We get Assault on NORAD. So each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. Flip over, and he schemes for 1. Then we get an encounter card. Swarm Attack. Each drone minion engaged with the hero attacks. I'm not in hero form. So if no attacks were made this way, which they were not, put a drone minion into play engaged with you. All right. Now it's my turn. First off, I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of my deck. We get Ant-Man, Arc Reactor, and Ingenuity. These are all great cards. I'm going to get rid of Ant-Man and Ingenuity. No. Sorry, I'm going to grab Ingenuity, get rid of Ant-Man and Arc Reactor. Then Genius is going to pay for Stark Tower. Stark Tower is going to grab the top tech upgrade, which is Arc Reactor. I will then use Energy. We'll do this right. So Energy and Suit Up will pay for Pepper Potts. Energy is on the top card. Is the top card of my discard pile. Pepper Pot says exhaust Pepper Pots, generate the resources of the top card in your discard pile. So that's 2. And we'll go ahead and grab Ingenuity with that. So that's another resource generator. This and Powered Gauntlet will pay for Arc Reactor. So now I have 1, 2, 3 tech upgrades in play. I think I can start doing a lot with that, but probably still stay down. Things could get crazy. I will have Squirrel Girl attack this guy, and Powered Gauntlets will do the damage to that other guy. And by Powered Gauntlets, I mean Powered Gloves. There we go. Ready? Draw up to 6. Lots of cards that I want to see. Good. Threat goes up by 1. Ultron schemes for 2, 3, 4. Bringing this up to 6. And encounter card of Exhaustion. Surge and exhaust your identity. So it surges into Android Efficiency. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion. So we get another drone minion. Okay. I think the first thing I want to do here is Futurist. So we got Reinforced Suit, Rocket Boots, and Avengers Mansion. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to take Avengers Mansion, and it doesn't matter about the other two, which ones I take first. So I'm just going to go ahead and discard the Rocket Boots and take Reinforced Suit. I will use the Power of Leadership and Supersonic Punch as 3 resources to pay for Ronan. Stark Tower is going to grab my Rocket Boots back. Strength and Plasma Pistol. So I'll make sure Strength is on top. We'll pay for the Mark 5 armor, giving me 6 more hit points, taking me up to 15. And then I didn't actually need that. Ingenuity will pay for the Reinforced Suit for Ronan, giving him 5 hit points, and now he is a 2/3. And Pepper Potts will generate resources to pay for Rocket Boots, giving me another hit point. Leaving me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upgrades. So I will go ahead and flip up. The Arc Reactor will ready me. We will have Squirrel Girl Fort. Well, is it worth? Yeah, it's worth it. Fort 1. She'll take a consequential, but she gets to deal damage, so we'll deal it to this drone. Ronan will fort for 2, bringing this down to 3, and I will fort for 2 to bring it down to 1. Ronan gets a consequential. Okay. Now we ready and draw up to our hand size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Threat goes up by 1. Ultron's going to attack for 2, 3 plus a boost. I'll let this come through. 3, 4, 5. That puts me down at 11. Really glad to see Shadow of the Past there. We get an encounter card, which is an advanced Ultron. Oh, and this guy attacks, so I'll take 1 damage, and then advanced Ultron drone comes into play, which we can't see, so I'll just put it there. All right, so he has guard, which is mildly problematic. Let's see. Ingenuity will pay for powered gloves to go on Ronan. So now he is a 3, 4. He'll go ahead and swing for 4 on the advanced Ultron drone. When that happens, we put another one of our cards face down in front of us. And then when he attacks or thwarts, so he attacked, that will knock this guy out. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to lose 2 here, but that's okay. I'm going to thwart 1 with Squirrel Girl. That does defeat her due to consequential damage, but she's going to have the powered gloves go off. I'll discard all 4 of these cards. We'll use the Power of Leadership and Pepper Potts to pay for U.S. Agent. Ooh. Supersonic Punch will pay for Powered Gloves. And then White Tiger will pay for Repulsor Blast. So we're going to attack for 1 on Ultron, discard the top 5 cards of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only had 1 energy, so it does 3 damage to Ultron, taking him down to 16. Okay. Then I will thwart off the main. Get ready. Attack for 1. Ronan is exhausted. US Agent will attack for 1 and deal an extra damage with the power gloves and take a consequential. I think I forgot to do the consequential there. If I ended up killing Ronan earlier than intended or needed, let me know in the comments below. All right, so now we're ready and draw. I will get an extra encounter card here. We got 1. Shuffle. Here is the encounter card. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Threat goes up by 1. We're going to let it go up to 3. I forgot to do that last time, I think. So we'll go ahead and add an extra 2 threat on that for that reason. Then Ultron will attack for 2, 3 plus a boost. We'll let it come through. 3, 4. Takes me down to 6. We'll probably need to flip down here. And then we get our 2 encounter card. Well, we do get another damage. US Agent will take that damage, which retaliates him. Then we get our encounter cards. First one is Concussive Blast. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. And the Program Transmitter. Yay! Okay. My turn. Let's get another ally in play. Okay. So, Ingenuity, Pepper Potts, and the Power of Leadership will be 4 resources to pay for Ant-Man. Ant-Man will come in with 4 PIM counters on him. That is attached to US Agent. Okay. Then I can't pay for any more allies, so that's fine. Supersonic Punch will pay for the Mark V helmet, which we will go ahead and exhaust to remove a threat here. And I will thwart 2 also, bringing it down to 2. Then I will Arc Reactor to ready to remove the last 2 threat. I also can't do that. So then Captain America will pay for the reinforced suit to go on Ant-Man. Now Ant-Man has 2 more hit points. So Ant-Man will go ahead and attack Ultron for 2, taking him down to 11. He loses a health point. And Ronan, who has... Ronan's just going to chill for now. I am going to flip down. Stark Tower will do nothing. I will Futurist first and grab Stinger and discard both the Power of Leadership and the Power Gauntlets. Then we will Stark Tower to get the Power Gauntlets. And we'll use Stinger and the Rocket Boots to pay for the Power Gauntlets. We are running out of space. Kind of see that. Perfect. All right. We will ready. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threat will go up by 1. We will allow it to go a drone minion. Put that there. Ultron will scheme for 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after Ultron schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme. There are no side schemes. When Ultron attacks you, that's just when he attacks. This guy schemes for 1. Putting that at 7, we get an encounter card of the villain scheming. Great. 3, 4, 5. That does pop this scheme and sends us into the countdown. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone minion, advance to the stage. So now we have 5 turns to win the scenario, or we lose. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to heal for 3. Then I will Stark Tower to get the Rocket Boots, and then Futurist. I will grab Inspiring Presence. I'll flip up. Arc Reactor will ready me. Powered Gauntlets will trigger to defeat this guy. There is no threat on the scheme right now, which is fine. Ronin will attack for 2, 3, 4 on Ultron. He does take a consequential damage for that. So he takes him down to 7. His Power Gloves will trigger, defeating this guy. Then, Ingenuity will pay for Inspiring Presence, which heal a damage from an ally and ready it. So, Ronin will then attack again for 4, taking him down to 3. He'll take a consequential again. What do I want to do here? Make the call will pay for another Inspiring Presence. To heal him a damage, ready him, he'll attack for another 4, taking him down to stage 3. We get our consequential again. We do get to deal a damage, but I think that wouldn't count now. So search the encounter deck and discard pile for Ultron's Imperative and reveal it. Okay, it's not in the discard pile. Ultron's Imperative comes in with 2 threat and 2 minions. Two threat, 2 minions. Okay. U.S. agent will attack for 1 And Power Gloves, the same guy, defeating him. Ant-Man will attack for 2, defeating this guy. Losing a token. He does get a consequential. Then Iron Man will thwart for 2 off of Ultron's imperative. Nullifying that. I could use another mental resource, but that isn't in the cards, literally, right now. I think what I will do then, with that in mind, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use these 3 cards. So Strength for 2 physicals, and then we get a mental here to pay for White Tiger. And we're going to remove US Agent here, because I do not have what I need in play. So after I play White Tiger from my hand, draw X cards to a maximum of 3, where X is equal to the villain's stage number. Okay? I will get to draw 3 cards, because he's in stage 3. And we do get some resources. Helpful ones. Perfect. I still have to exhaust my identity, so I need to hold on to these and use them later. Pepper Pots will trigger Repulsor Blast. So we'll discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just tickle Ultron by doing 3 damage to him, taking him from 27 down to 24. All right. And White Tiger will swing at him for 2, taking him down to 22. She'll take a consequential for that. And that is my turn. Okay. Hold on to these, and we'll draw up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 7. So draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, I think I can beat him on this next turn if we survive. So threat goes up by 1. Nothing else happens. If he attacks, which he is going to. And who do we let take it? We'll let White Tiger take this. So he'll attack for 4. And that's it. So White Tiger gets defeated. We get an encounter card. The villain attacks. I don't think I'll ever take 8 damage. So 4, 5. That does take me down to 3. Okay. So threat cannot be removed from this. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust and spend 2 mental resources to get rid of the program transmitter. Arc reactor will ready me. Ingenuity and the rocket boots will give me aerial. The powered gauntlets will do 2 damage, taking him down to 20. Energy. Ooh, actually. Pepper Potts generating the genius will pay for Supersonic Punch. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, 8 instead if you have the aerial trait. So I take him from 20 down to 12. What else can we do? I can attack for 1. Maybe I don't have Zeke killed, but that's okay. We will energy to pay for Squirrel Girl. After Squirrel Girl enters play, deal a damage to each enemy. 10 damage there. And, ooh, that's right. Avengers Tower We'll pay for Repulsor Blast. Discard the top 5 cards of my deck. And we get another 4 damage there. So that deals 5. Taking him from 10 down to 5. We get an encounter card, and we shuffle our deck. But now we have the kill. Perfect. Squirrel Girl will attack for 1. She'll take a consequential, dealing a damage here to Ronan, or to Ultron. And Ronan will attack for 2, 3, 4. Dealing the 4 final damage to Ronan. Ultron. That does give Ronan his final consequential. So he sacrifices himself so that we can beat Ultron and save the world. But we have completed the scenario here. I feel like leadership was almost a little too easy. Iron Man, like these tech upgrades were really helpful. Getting Ronan out there was really good. It was the threat that I made mistakes with, but flipping down to heal was not a bad decision. It just didn't happen to work the way we wanted it to because we did get an advance. So all in all, Iron Man's really powerful in leadership. I think that worked out really well. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and we will see you in the Iron Man Hero review. See you guys.